The program today is going to be split in two parts. The first part is going to be more of an interactive part that I'll explain in a few seconds. And the second part is going to be at the end. We're going to talk about something related to the first part. And it's more related about virtues. So I tried to link virtues with the news. So basically, every day we watch the news and we have different news on different channels. There's different means of getting the news. There's the internet, there is TV, there is a simple talk from a friend, or maybe through the phone, or different media, SMS, cell phone, whatever. So I'll talk about this again. So news, give your thoughts. Who are the players? Usually when you have a news, like an information that comes to you, who are the main players? There are three players in the news broadcast or a news reporting. There's the event or the condition or the group of people that are the sources of the news. That means something happened, let's say in the MIM, and there's a certain aspect that is to be brought up through a different means, through a reporter, which is probably the channel, CNN, Al Jazeera, or different channels. It could be the internet also, websites. And there's the consumer, the receiver. Tonight we're going to be the receiver, yet we're going to analyze the each topic that we're going to see over the screen here. So these are the main players. So I want you to understand those players that we're going to use today. The means, as I said, there are different means. There is just a simple talk, people communicating with others through with groups or individuals. And there's the primary media means, or the vectors, which are the internet, the radio, and the TV. Okay, Islamic virtue, we're going to talk about that then. So basically it's not a game, it's going to be more an interactive thing. So I would ask people to, like different girls or boys, to choose a channel, and then we're going to go directly to that channel. And each link is linked to the videos of the channel. We're not going to read anything. So we're going to watch a video that you guys are going to choose, and then I want from the person who chose the video to discuss about the event, the reporter, and the player, the main players, and us, the receiver. So maybe give some insight about the event. Obviously you guys are going to choose the exact event that is happening. So it could be a political event, it could be a sports event, it could be anything. Yet I'll give you the choice of choosing. I don't know. I can start by choosing one. I'll take my turn, and then you guys can do it after. So I'm going to choose Al Jazeera, which is in English. All these are in English, by the way. So we'll go on Al Jazeera TV, and I'll choose a. Obviously, I did search for what I wanted to choose. Yeah. No. Couple of probably 3 weeks ago, there's like a vote referendum in Sudan. You guys may have heard of, and it's actually about splitting Sudan in half. So we're gonna. We spoke about the players, the event, the conditions, and the individuals. We spoke about the second player, the reporter. We spoke about the receivers, the consumers of the information. So we spoke also about the means, different means, simple talk, between people, about groups, about conditions, about events, and through different medias, the internet, TV, radio. So what about Islamic virtue? And here Islam comes to a very specific ideology, and it starts with the ayah Qur'aniyah. I'm going to read it. أعوذ بالله من شر الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم يا أيها الذين آمنوا إن جاءكم فاسق بنبأ فتبينوا أن تصيبوا قوما بجهالة فتصبحوا على ما فعلتم نادمين. صدق الله العلي العظيم. So it talks about it's actually as a story. I'm going to say it in Arabic. فهي تتكلم عن قصة حدثت مع الرسول صلى الله عليه وسلم. القصة هي دز شخص من أصحابه إلى قوم أحد الأعراب بالبادية، فدز لهم هذا الرسول قال لهم يابا، كان يطلب منهم الدفع الزكاة، يعني يلم منهم بالعادي التاكسز مثل ما نقول. The way they do it back then is that they sent a representative from the main government. So يجيب التاكس يجيبها to the main government, and then the government spreads it out. So هذا راح شخص راح هاي المجموعة to that group, and he before entering the القبيلة he stopped and he came back. And he came back to the Rasul. He didn't go there. He just saw them at the end. يعني هم كانوا يستقبلوه، يعني طلعوا الناس شافوا اكو واحد على خياله يعني على الخيل، فطلعوا هو رأسا دار وجهه وراح يعني ركب مالته السيارة ورجع. Just 2011 brand new RAV4. فرجع للرسول قال طلعوا علي اول شيء ما اعطوني الزكاة، والشغله الثانيه طلعوا ارادوا يقتلوني. فنزلت هاي الآية على الرسول صلى الله عليه وسلم تخاطب الرسول بأنه إذا جاءكم فاسق، الفاسق يعني هو الشخص قد يكون مؤمن ولكن خرج عن الطريق أو يخرج عن الطريق في بعض المواقف، هذا هو الفاسق. الفاسق يعني مو الشخص اللي هو already يعني finished، هو أصلا يعني خارج عن الطريق تماما، ولكن هو شخص قد يكون مؤمن ولكن في بعض المواقف ينحرف عن الطريق. فإذا جاءكم فاسق بنبأ، اجى للرسول قال له هذول طلعوا رادوا يقتلوني وما رادوا يعطون الخمس او الزكاة. فالرسول اجى عليه هاي الآية بأنه تبلغ بأنه يابا إذا يجيك شخص حتى لو هو من القوم مالتك ولكن يميل بعض الانحرافات، يصير عنده بعض الانحرافات في مواقفه، لازم واحد يتبين من القضية، يتبين من الموضوع. المود ما تصاب بالمواقف مالتك، المواقف اللي تواجه الناس تصيب الآخرين بالظلم. فهنا أنا when we talk about Islamic virtues, we talk about how information is transmitted. So basically there's an importance about evaluating the information, and it's based on two main things: knowledge, which is measurable. And let's say if we look at Sudan, obviously you guys may have never heard about Sudan, some of you, I don't know. Or we saw about Brazil, you guys saw it as very boring, no? But let's bet you what, if there's someone that, let's say a Brazilian or a Peruvian that was sitting in the crowd, he would see it really interesting. Why? Because he has the knowledge about the country. He knows the country. He knows what they're talking about. We don't know. It looks boring for us. So there's a knowledge. There's knowledge of information. So if you want to evaluate an information that you get from a friend, from a group of people, from the media, like CNN, Al Jazeera, and whatever, you need to have the knowledge about the subject. You cannot just follow what they're saying. It's the same thing with قضية الغيبة. When someone comes to you and talk about someone else, if you do not have the knowledge, if you do not have the knowledge of first Islamic virtues, موضوع شنو هو الغيبة شنو, you're not going to understand the whole event that is happening between you and that reporter coming to you and telling you about a rumor or someone else. So it is really important to know the knowledge and the delineation of the knowledge. Second aspect is the experience. People with experience. And دائما نشوف آبائنا, they talk about خصوصا رياجيل, they talk about سياسة. Some people they don't necessarily have the deep knowledge of events. Yes, yet they have the experience. They have lived a certain events in their lives, and they can evaluate that event and learn from it, and they can apply it on nowadays. So they discuss about events. Maybe they discuss about events in their history, early childhood, and the adulthood, and they would bring their second thought about it. So they evaluate the actual event that is happening through their past. So these are the main two things that we can rely on in terms of evaluating the information from a reporter. Otherwise, we end up in false measurements. And the false measurement is the other says so. يعني دائما نسمع مثلا دائما نسمع مثلا شخص سمعت من فلان أو فلان قال لي. This is most likely invalid, because information when it's transmitted through different people, it changes a little with each transmission. So at the end you don't have the full information. So I heard from someone and I felt let's say I was talking to someone ex من الناس, and he was speaking in a different way, and let's say different language and different like he was a bit more angry. So I felt that he was angry, so I have bad feelings against him. Now kicks in the shaitan. We need the knowledge, and the knowledge is to seek that knowledge. So let's say we're in a conversation and someone gets angry, we should not just hide our feeling inside and say, no, well, I felt bad. Why is he attacking me like that? I have to go in and try to sit down with that person and discuss the event to understand the knowledge inside that event. So these are really important things. And one of the issues in virtues is that at any time in your life, if you have bad feeling against someone, it's most likely the evil, the shaitan, trying to chatter in your mind. And this is in Islamic virtues. There's a book I always talk about it. I'm reading it. Last time I was at page 80, and now I'm 184, and talks about virtues. So through that book, reading after reading like 100 pages, it talks about that bad feeling. And if you have any bad feeling, because bad is it's not angelic. Bad is satanic. So bad feeling of people, who are they? It's most likely satanic. So another aspect is سوء الظن. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. يا أيها الذين آمنوا اجتنبوا كثيرا من الظن إن بعض الظن إثم وذلكم ظنكم الذي ظننتم بربكم. We talk about سوء الظن a lot. No? نحكي about سوء الظن. And when سوء الظن, it originates from العجالة. إنسان دائما مستعجل. وكو آية قرآنية. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. ولا تعجل بالقرآن من قبل أن يقضي إليك وحيه. So why do we commit سوء الظن about people? It's because we lack the knowledge. We lack the knowledge about others. We lack the knowledge about their بالعربي مواقف, about their thoughts. We like the knowledge about a subject. Maybe we're stereotyping others. We do some prejudice about others. So we need to gather that knowledge. It's really important. Otherwise, we cannot judge. We cannot measure. We lose the measurement. So in Su' al-Dhan also, we cannot, let's say if we have an information coming from someone, we cannot just say, okay, we cannot say, no, that reporter is lying, nor we can say the information is wrong. So it's really important to not to judge the reporter, yet to understand what he's saying and try to filter it and try to get to understand the knowledge behind it. Otherwise, we just lose our measurements.